When people think about what makes a craft show successful, they usually think about their booth displays or a great location at the event. And sure, those things are super helpful, but after 8 years of doing craft shows, I have found that there's a few specific moves that you can make to help increase your sales. So today I'm sharing 5 things that directly lead to more sales at your next craft fair, and most of them take little to no money. Before I get started, if we haven't met yet, my name is Melissa. I run a brand design studio by day and a handmade product business by night. And on this channel, I love to share tips and tricks that I have learned along the way to help you grow your handmade business. And today it's all about increasing your sales at craft fairs. Tip number 1 is to bring market-only products. When you bring products that are exclusive to the market, it helps incentivize longtime fans and followers come out and see you at the event and not just order online. Sometimes I even bring a bin of clearance goods, which is always very exciting for people. Having market-only products gives people a reason to buy at the event and not just shop online, which we all know how easy it is to push off shopping online. If you're gonna bring products that are only available to the market, make sure to promote it really well on social media and in your emails so that your loyal fans and followers are fully aware of the cool, awesome, unique things you're gonna have at this event only. Tip number 2 is to use really clear and visible price signage. Now, this might seem super obvious, but it took me entirely too long to realize this. Having your prices clearly labeled, including sale prices, helps people avoid that awkward moment of having to ask the price. And then if heaven forbid, the price is more than they thought it would be, it helps avoid that little moment of, okay, what do I do? I love this, but I can't pay this price today or whatever. So having the prices clearly labeled helps avoid that situation that can be awkward for everybody. Plus, when you have our prices clearly labeled, it can speed up the decision-making process for everybody too. People don't have to wait in line to ask you about an item. They just will know right away whether this fits in their budget or whether it does not. Tip number 3 is to always say hello to people who are walking by. I know this sounds like it shouldn't matter, but I always say a simple hello or how you doing today to people as they walk past, and you have no idea how many people it ends up bringing over to my table. Because lots of times at these events, there can be so much going on that people are looking around, there's vendors and tables everywhere, they're talking to the people they came to the event with. It's actually really easy to overlook a vendor or two as people are walking by. But if you stop and say hello to them, it's gonna get their attention for a split second and they can stop and have that moment of, wait, do I want to look at this table? It breaks people out of their tunnel vision from walking and talking and helps draw attention to your table. It's honestly shocking how many people stop and look at my table as a result of just this simple hello. Tip number 4 is to offer deals on multiples. This is something that I've done for a very long time and it has worked out very well for me. And that is setting up deals or sales that when you buy multiple of an item, you get each item for a lower price. It's where you get 2 for a certain price or 3 for a certain price. If you're gonna do this, it's important to consider which items people would actually want multiples of. Items that are consumed or that people have a hard time choosing between are great candidates for this kind of special. So for me, I do a special like this on my greeting cards and on my art prints. Greeting cards are my most consumed item, meaning that people use it up. They have to send it to a friend. And so they're always running out of cards and they can always use to have a few more on hand. With the art prints, it falls into that hard to make a decision category because people always look at my artwork and they're always having a hard time trying to decide which one to get. So if I give them a deal on 2, it actually makes the shopping experience more fun for them because for only a small amount more than 1, they get to pick out 2. And then I get to increase my sales at the same time. So it's a win-win for everybody. It's ideal to build this idea into your pricing from the very beginning, since it's something that you'd possibly be continuing to discount at every event. And then the real trick is to rarely, if ever, offer the same deal on your website. That way it incentivizes people to come out to the event and take advantage of the special deal. Tip number 5 is to offer a variety of price points. I have found that lots of times people want to support different makers, but for whatever reason, they may not be able to buy in at more of your mid-priced or higher priced items. It might be that they don't actually have a place for the item in their home, or they're on a fixed budget this month. So if you give them a lower priced item that they can buy, lots of times people really want to support you, or they want to take home a piece of your art or a piece of your work, even if it's just a $5 or $10 item. Offering a low priced item gives them a really easy way to support you. Offering a lower priced item can turn a just looking buyer into someone who actually does engage and shop with you. Plus, it can also plant a seed and a connection for further down the road, larger purchases when they have a need for them. Okay, I also have a bonus tip for you, and that is make sure you give people an easy way to get in touch with you later down the line. And that might be having a business card, or a email sign-up list, or an easy to scan QR code so they can follow you on Instagram or TikTok. For me, I always collect email addresses. It took me way too long to start doing this. Now, not everyone wants to give you their email address, but even just having the sign-up sheet sitting on your table, people who really, really love your stuff, you'll be surprised how many of them sign up for your email list. And then I always include a business card with every purchase, just so that people always have a way to track back to me if they want another of the item, or want that other item that they saw and didn't buy the first time around, or later on down the line they think of one of your products as a perfect gift for one of their friends or family members. Plus, I've had markets where I've had super low sales, and then 1 or 2 days later, someone who picked up a card ends up placing an order for like $100, $200 worth of products. I literally had this happen at one of the worst events I have ever participated in. There was one girl, and you could tell she wanted to look at my table, but her friends were all moving on without her. And she took a business card, and literally the next day she placed an order for over $100. And then 2 weeks later placed another order for over $100. Like, that event was horrible, but it ended up finding me a customer who really, really loved my products. So I want to know, do you guys have any other tips for how to increase your sales at your markets? I always wanted to learn these, so if you've got any, drop them in the comments below, and I would love to read them. And shoot, maybe if enough get posted, I'll be able to do a follow-up video with some of your recommendations. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching for the end. I will see you in the next one.